What's up, everybody? It's Joe with episode 3 of Beyond Soul Podcast. We are here with my brother, KFYS Martin. Thank you for coming.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the invite.
This is the podcast. Once again, if you guys are new here, first off, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Second thing, this is the podcast where there's no filter. We talk about shit beyond just the shoes. Of course, you know, me and Martin run Kicks Racial Sneaker Convention together. We are the owners of it. And let's get it going. All right, let me get some questions. First off, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Martin Dawood. I am from, I'm from a few places actually. So where I'm from Orlando. I've been in Orlando the longest. I grew up in Southfield and I lived in Cocoa Beach, Florida for a while. But I've been in Orlando, so I consider myself a resident of Orlando.
Nice. I say Southfield. People don't know where Southfield. Where is Southfield?
So Southfield is just outside of, it's in a Metro Detroit area. It's within 15 minutes of Detroit, just outside. It's a small suburb just outside this.
Suburb like Altamont. Altamont to Orlando. Same shit.
I don't know about Altamont and Southfield being the same thing. Altamont's pretty nice.
First question. Tell us one thing about you that you think that I don't know or someone else doesn't know or just something that you don't think people know. I don't know. Something about you.
I ran a pizzeria for 12 years.
I bet you there's going to be people that are close as fuck to us to come over all the time that are going to have no idea we ran a fucking pizzeria. Think about how many times we talk about that shit. Rarely ever. So
Rarely, because, I mean, this is not really a reason.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just the smallest little thing that you say, oh, I ran a pizzeria. They're like, what the fuck?
For sure. But
all
that's
right.
one thing. That's one thing. Took a minute, but that's for sure.
In that case, give me another thing people don't know about you.
Shoot, I've ran a gas station before.
There you go. That's probably something else. But Habibi! Sure. Of course, you know we're Arrow, if you guys did not know that. But yeah, we ran gas stations.
Goldenrod, baby.
Orlando. How many years was that? Was that 5 years?
Nah, that was like 2 years.
Hess was 2 years?
Yeah, we did from like 2010 to like 2013.
Holy shit, why do I remember it being so much longer? For real, I remember it being so much longer.
No, I mean, the hours were crazy.
Even the hours. It still seemed, I thought it was at least like 5 years.
Nah. Hungry Howie's.
And you said Hungry Howie's was 12 years?
Yeah, Hungry Howie's was a solid 12 years. The rest
I don't remember that either.
Don't ever get into it.
Yeah, fuck the restaurant business.
Just saying.
Yeah, food hospitality sucks ass. So we're going to start off with the top 3 segment. Top 3 favorite YouTubers of all time. Hold on. Correction. Let me rephrase that. Top 3 favorite YouTubers that you watch.
Top 3 YouTubers. Different categories. Probably JMK. Probably Jumperman Chris. Probably for the sneaker content stuff. That's my boy. Shout out JMK. Believe it or not, I watch a lot of the like thrift and the garage sale stuff.
I watch that shit too.
There's a bunch of like different.
Who
creators.
though? One person, just one of them. I know there's one that I watch the shit out of. You probably don't even know who he is, but
there's so many, man. Like I don't even know. The dude that goes to the Marshalls and the Ross and stuff. I forgot something. I forgot the name, honestly. I always watch them. They always pop up because I'm subscribed. But
well, send me a screenshot. I'll put it on the screen whenever pops up.
For sure.
And third one.
Probably Roscoe. To be honest with you.
Ooh, shots at Raffy.
Nah. You can't say
He's
that.
wearing a Raffy hat right now, actually.
No,
so you can't.
I'm trying to think of stuff that's not that's not just sneaker related because I don't really do a whole bunch of YouTube, but the stuff that I do watch, I'm pretty consistent with it. Like, yes.
I watch the shit out of Cincinnati Picker.
Cincinnati Picker is one of them. Yeah,
Cincinnati
Picker.
Froggy Flips. You ever watch that guy?
Froggy Flips? Nah.
No, Froggy Flips is a good one. He shows the prices at the end.
Keep saying the names and I'll tell you because
I don't know them. That's the only 2 like heavy ones that I like watch on the daily.
There's a dude called like Harry Tornado.
I watch Harry Tornado. He sells a Whatnot a shit ton.
Yeah, he does a lot of Whatnot between him. I watch that. And that's about it. I watch random stuff, mainly about like the economy and stuff like that. So I do watch that stuff, with financial stuff.
But top 3 you would say that you kind of just throw on is going to be one of them Froggy Flip guys or it is.
Yeah.
Roscoe and who'd you say?
JMK.
Excuse me.
But then again, I don't really.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Shout out to those guys. I know you don't watch a lot of TV. What would you say is your top 3 favorite TV shows of all time?
Top 3 favorite TV shows. Easily, the best of all time has got to be Breaking Bad. For me.
All right. That was an
Bad.
okay one.
I'd put Breaking Bad, Power, all the Power series. It doesn't matter what it is. Power is definitely another one. And then it's hit or miss for people, but I'm going to say Vikings.
Like, I still haven't. I heard good things about Vikings, but I still haven't watched anything of that.
It's an amazing show. Shout out to Ivar the Boneless. What a beast.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
I know, but the people that watch Vikings know who he is.
All right, so Vikings, Breaking Bad, and Power.
Yeah.
All right.
Top 3.
This is going to be a tough one. I know that for a fact. And you can only pick 3. There is no, what do they call them, honorable mentions? No. Top 3 music artists of all time.
Of all time?
All time.
Damn.
Dead, alive, doesn't matter. Top 3 of all time.
So I probably, of all time, that's so hard though. Like top 3 of all time. I'd probably say Nas, Tupac, and J. Cole. It is what it is.
Nas, Pac, and Cole. Wow. Wow. I can't believe you put Pac in there. I wouldn't put Pac or Big in my fucking top 3. Damn, okay.
You said top 3,
all right.
or I don't know. People is gonna think
you
I'm
wouldn't
crazy.
put Kanye in there? He had the greatest album of all time. I would say he has the greatest album of all time. You wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say Graduations wasn't the greatest album of all time?
No.
Oh my god.
You want to know which one is to me?
What, Stillmatic?
No.
I have no idea. Drake 2014 Forest Hills Drive? That's a good one. No skips, beginning, no features.
And I know I'll get roasted because it's the top album of all time. It's the top album of all time for me, right? Because I feel like there's such positivity and that album single-handedly changed my perspective on life.
All right, here's one that's going to be a tough one as well. But we all have it. What is your top 3 favorite sneakers of all time? Specific, not just the
not silhouette.
Silhouette. I need the actual colorway.
Okay. So I gotta say the Jordan best for me, the top of all time.
Yeah.
Number 1 is gonna be the Jordan 11 Bread.
Okay, Brett 11s.
Yeah.
Good one.
That was an iconic shoe for me. Between that one, that I'd probably put honestly the Concords right with them.
Concord 11, 2 11s in one spot?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the 11s. I know people don't like it.
I know you do. You crease the shit out of that patent leather, too.
Yeah. And then y'all can roast me in the comments for this, but I'm going to say it. Probably the Fila 96 Grant Hills.
My God.
You know why? Because that was the first basketball sneaker that I ever got. And I picked it up from, it used to be Tel 12 Mall in Southfield, right? And my dad
That was the one by the Toys R Us?
Yes.
Oh, I remember.
The one on Telegraph and 12 Mile.
Telegraph.
I went to, back in the day, they had a few stores there, and Foot Locker had just put them on display, and I think they were like $105 or $95 or something like that. And my dad's like, "You want them?" And I was like, "Mine."
Fuck yeah, I want them.
Yeah, hell yeah. I went to school, and people was like, "Yo, what size are those?" I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, try me."
They're my size.
Try me on the school bus. They're my size, exactly. But that was the first, like, official name brand, even though, Fila ain't shit now. No, sorry, Fila, but it is what it is. It's not shit now. For me, it was a moment in history for sneakers because of the way that I felt, honestly, when I wore them and went to school. But I would have to say, that. I wouldn't put them in top 3, but it's top 3 for me emotionally.
There you go. You got the Fila 98s, 96. Fila 96s, Bread 11s, and Concord 11s.
Yeah.
All right. What is your top 3 favorite foods of all time?
Top 3 favorite foods.
Could be Arabic, any foods. Any foods.
All right. So I'd probably say any type of Middle Eastern food. Does it have to be a specific
Got to
dish?
be specific.
All right. So pizza is probably one of my top favorites. I'd probably say pizza.
Yep.
Pizza. Who doesn't love chicken? Fried chicken, probably.
Fried chicken, anywhere for specific?
On fried chicken?
Or something that you make yourself?
if we're talking like fried chicken, probably.
I gotta eat that Popeyes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really eat like that. I haven't been eating like that, and
I know.
lately. But if we're talking about the past, so yes,
I don't
would
eat
say
like that
fried
lately
chicken.
anymore.
I'd say
We've been on a
Popeyes.
weight loss binge lately.
Facts.
We've been trying to get from fat to little less fatter. But all right, so
So I would say if I had to choose one fried chicken spot, I'm going to Popeyes. Screw all the rest.
yeah, me too.
That's where I'm going.
All right, so
But,
you got fried chicken, you got pizza,
Yeah.
and the third dish.
Anything Arabic, I'd probably say like I don't know, like a lamb, like a biryani.
Like a
or
lamb leg?
something. Yeah.
Like a lamb biryani?
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds good. If you guys don't know what lamb biryani is, this is it.
Good food.
Delicious. All right, we're going to complete this top 3 with the final question. You probably don't really do this anymore, gaming, but what is your top 3 favorite video games of all time?
Like from retro from before or now?
Video games of all time.
All right, you got Legends of Zelda on Super Nintendo.
Never played it. I thought that thing was boring as shit.
Nah.
When you used to play that back in the day, it used to almost piss me off. That's how bored I was.
Once I figured out how to play it, that game is awesome. That probably Mortal Kombat 2 on Sega Genesis.
I don't know what
right?
number it was, but I remember playing the hell out of it.
Mortal Kombat 2 on Sega Genesis, and then probably the first Mario Brothers, man, or when Super Mario 3, because when that game came out, that was a game.
Yeah, Super Mario 3 was
Super Mario
shit.
3 on the original Nintendo.
That's the one with the yellow cover. He's yellow on that cover.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking of, you know what's crazy? In my brain, we're thinking the same thing. It just aged us. We're thinking Super Nintendo, right? Or Nintendo, that's NES.
That's NES.
NES.
Yeah,
with the orange cover. Yeah.
I don't really play any like of the newer games.
You want to put Rocket League in there? I know you play Rocket League every once
I
in a
like
while.
Rocket League, but that's only because I know how to play it, basically, and it's simple.
These new games are annoying.
Mess it up.
You gotta, you know about the new 2K and shit like that, right?
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
For real. So like what is it, the football, the NCAA.
Okay.
You have to physically like go to college, graduate, good grades,
When I was at Jason's,
eat shit, piss. Like you have to do everything to play. Let me just throw in the goddamn game. Let me play it. I'm gonna go to school to play my video games. Just let me go play my video games.
Yeah, I seen because Javen and my nephews were playing it. Our nephews were playing it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Up there. Yeah.
All right, first question. So you've always been a part of pretty much family businesses. We pretty much had multiple gas stations, a pizza shop, Hungry Howie's. The most recent business that you operated and sold, the chips route, was it Utz. If you had to go back and run one of those businesses, and you had to do it the rest of your life, what would you go back to and why?
Okay, so that is super easy for me. Out of all the businesses we ran, the one I would go to is not a family business. It was just my business, which would be.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I meant to say businesses that you've ran is what I meant to say.
Okay, yeah. So
but,
I would definitely say that that's chips route.
Chips. Sure. The rest of your life.
You said
I said I have to do it the rest of your life. Right? Yeah.
I would 100%
choose that over.
I would do that because there was like back in 2022. What a lot of people don't know is like I ended up weighing. I think my right before I bought that route, right. I had weighed like 330 pounds, something like that, and it is impossible not to lose weight, and that type of work. Like I was averaging 7 miles a day of just walking. So I basically go to the warehouse in the morning. I'd be there by 6 o'clock at the latest, and then I'm already in a calorie deficit by the time I leave there. After an hour, load the truck, get everything good to go. But it kept me in good shape. It got me out and about, so I wasn't stuck behind a desk, behind the office. It got me moving. I was active, But it wasn't the easiest job. It wasn't the hardest job. But if I was gonna do it for the rest, I know that I'd basically always be in shape, and it's something that I could do. It's something I was good at, because if you're good at sales, you're good at all types of sales. It doesn't matter.
Me and you currently run Kicks Racial Sneaker Convention. Do you think this is going to be sustainable business in the next 5 years? You think we'll still be doing this?
So that's a tough question to answer. So this is the way I'm going to answer it. We've actually never actually talked about it ever. I
Nope.
mean, we talk about business, right? But that specific question, we've never really talked about it or engaged about it. So the way I would answer it is that I don't care what type of business you are or what type of business you have. You're always going to face challenges, regardless. It doesn't matter whether we were in the pizza business or the gas business or I was in the chips business, right? It makes no difference. You're always going to run into challenges, and for it to be sustainable, it really depends because it's like, what's your definition of sustainable? It would have to. It's sustainable for us. Is it gonna? Are we gonna stay in business? That's gonna
Yes.
depend. That's gonna depend on how we approach the market, right? So that approach is like, okay, if the as far as the it's it can be sustainable as long as you're willing to adapt and adjust to the market. So my answer is yes. We can still be around in 5 years if we are going to continuously adjust and adapt for the market.
Reasonable. I think we're gonna murder it in the next 5 years. To be honest with you, so
Yeah, I mean that's a
the
great
mark.
answer,
I
but
just
that
think that
wasn't.
you got to think. No disrespect to all the other shows or anything like that, or any of the bigger shows as well. Like I said, we're not the biggest by far. We're not the smallest by far, but we've held our own the past year, which the market's been horrible. When I say horrible, you guys know this. Anybody watching this is somewhat part of the sneaker space. You've seen the shows; they're getting lighter. We're still getting people in there. We're still getting vendors in there. We try to make it fun for the people that pull up. We do the dollar raffles. We do best vendor table ring for the vendor. Best. We just try to keep up. My point is, there's still people showing up. As long as people are showing up, we're gonna continue to do the shows. And once the market kind of fixes itself and adjusts, like I think next year's gonna be a crazy year. Honestly, there's a lot of good shit dropping. People are gonna want this
Yeah,
shoe regardless, rather it's going under retail or over retail or right at retail. It doesn't matter. I think people are gonna want this shoe, no matter. I think next year's gonna be great. I think next year's gonna be our best year.
I think with all the drops that Nike, and they have to, because I mean, look at their stocks are plummeting, their sales are plummeting. I won't say that their sales are going to be crazy, but I feel like I don't. I still think it's kind of a rough economy, man, right now. Even though some people are feeling it, some people are not. I think next year it's only going to get worse, not better. But with all the drops, I feel like people are going to be, if they're going to go after the drops that they want, they're only going to go after the drops that they want. They're not
Yeah.
going to buy the bullshit, basically, or whatever the people or the market considers bullshit, right? What I consider bullshit, somebody else might love. People will probably argue and be like, "Oh yeah, you're only gonna call something bullshit if it doesn't
Of
resell."
course.
I mean, yeah, but that's not always true.
I
I
don't
mean,
know what I'm
look at the
saying. Of
shit
course,
under
that's
them
what the
now.
people are gonna say. That's the way it's always gonna be. Oh, you only give a shit. People hate resellers. You too. But even though I don't resell that much, I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. I resell a little bit. If I get some shit here, it's worth some money, I will. But those are for all the people that are like, oh, resellers. They're the ones that want to murder the market. But I mean, just wait till next year. Wait till next year. So, you recently started up your new company, O Exotics. Tell us about it.
So, my new company is Orlando Exotics, O Exotics for short. It is actually a THCA cannabis company. If you don't know what that is, basically it's classified as hemp under the 2018 Farm Bill because of the way it tests. It's hemp derived. It has less than zero point 0.3 delta 9 THC in it, which makes it legal, defined as hemp. All of our products come with a certificate of analysis from a third party lab. It is tested. The product is safe. And then yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it is. I mean it's a smokable hemp product. You have to be 21 and up to purchase it. No card necessary. You don't need a medical card. I think right now there is 7 states that the company doesn't ship to. We are actually on the wholesale side of the business. We are not on the retail side. We did start off with the retail side, but now we are strictly 100% just wholesale. If you own a smoke shop, a dispensary, honestly, you can do this with, I don't want to give you tax advice, but basically, if you have a sales tax license and you resell items, as long as your customer is 21 and up, you can obtain that license and a sales tax, a EIN from the IRS. You would go to our website, register for the wholesale portal, which is all set up. Basically, you can go online, you can shop the different strains. We work with the best licensed U.S. hemp farms, and they are like the quality that I'm seeing is top tier. Like, I've been around to some of the smoke shops in the area recently. I mean, I was at a few today. I was at some yesterday, basically the past few weeks. And I'm seeing the same exact products at this. The ones that do carry it, they all have the same products from the same vendor, right? So I walked into 4 different
So
shops.
it's like one guy supplying all the same shit to to different shops.
Yeah.
So all the shops have different shit. They don't have like a variety of shit that they can choose from.
So the stores, some of them have variety, but the majority of the smoke shops that I went into, their variety is all the same variety. So if I walk into one smoke shop and they have, Blue Dream, Pineapple Express, it's all the same brand. You walk into another store and they have this. There's nothing that
Options.
sets the smoke shops apart.
Got it.
Right? So, I mean, what's going to set them apart is the person working behind the counter, realistically, right? But what you need a different product if you want to expand your line. Like there's just, I have access to, right now, I think I have like 18 strains on the website. Once you sign up for
Can you name them all off in the next 15 seconds?
Nah, I can try, but I don't know.
All right, continue. My bad. I cut you off. Keep going.
Yeah. But a long story short, we deal with a few different farms. They're all licensed U.S. hemp farms. The product is super potent. Anybody that knows me, this is uncensored, right?
Yeah.
So they know that I have a pretty high tolerance when it comes to that stuff, and our stuff is extremely potent. I would only carry the best. We do specialize in exotic, but on our wholesale side, we've been seeing that mainly their stuff is like it's labeled as exotic, but it doesn't look exotic. We do exotic indoor and greenhouse as well. Right now on the site, you can check out all our current strains. Like I said, we have like 18 strains available currently. It's constantly changing. The only one I believe I'm sold out of right now is Blue Dream. Other than that, yeah, like I said, I mean, our goal is to get it to you as fast as possible. You go online, you upload your stuff, and you get set up for the portal, and you're good to go. You can do all your browsing, you pay all your invoices, you do everything through that. You shop, and you'll receive it within 3 to 5 days from our warehouse in Cali.
All right, next question. This might be a tough one. If you can go back and relive one memory or one thing, what would it be? To go back and relive it. No. To relive it. Just one great time that you remember that you're like, God damn, I wish I could do that again. I try to get the tough ones. Well, not the tough ones, but the different ones.
Well, shoot. What's something that give me an example of something that you would do that you'd relive?
Something that I would relive?
Yeah, because
I want to go see New York Times Square one more time for the first time ever. I'm telling you right now, when I went there, I know it's not about me. It's a podcast about you, but you asked me. So I don't get, not many things excite me. Like, I don't get too happy about things. Like, I can probably have $1 million in front of me and be like, wow, cool, thanks. You know what I mean? I don't know how to express when I was in New York, my jaw dropped. I was speechless. Ask Erica. You can ask Erica. I got off we took the subway, so I didn't see anything yet. We were still coming from Queens. We were in Queens. We stayed in Jamaica, Queens. Fucking 50 Cent, God damn it, Jamaica, Queens. But
shout out 50 Cent.
But anyway, we took the subway to directly to Times Square. We took like 2 trains. I got out and I sat there and looked. I was like, holy shit! I swear to God, I told Eric, I was like, let's just sit down for a little bit. We sat in front of where the ball drops.
Yeah.
Not whenever you're like 16, but like whenever the ball drops, like in New York. You know what I'm talking about? Times Square. Yeah, Times Square. Gotcha. So the whole thing when people sit down, I was like, let's just sit down for a minute. We sat there probably for like 15 minutes. I didn't say a word. I don't think he said a word. We just kept looking around. And I was like, all right, let's get up and go. I wish I could see that again. I'm telling you, when you go to New York and you go to Times Square, your jaw's going to drop.
All right. So I think I got one.
All right.
Don't laugh. I want to go back to Harvey World, and I want to eat the torta.
What the f*** is that? What, Allen? Chicago?
Yes. I want to go back.
Listen, that's your memory?
Yes.
You want to go to the hood in Harvey and eat a torta.
Listen, that was the
Shout
best
out to Allen
torta.
For taking us there. That was a good-ass torta.
Torta that I've ever had.
It's a torta.
Yeah, a torta. Exactly.
Torta.
Yeah. I would do that, man. That place was unbelievable, man. So it's a place just outside of Chicago. It's called Harvey World, right? Shout out to the people there. I would never go there on my own. My boy Alan KPK grew up there, so he took me there, and we ended up going to a place. He's like, "Yeah, man, you got to try this torta place. It's fire." I'm like, "Okay," so we go out there, and we pull up to this. Like you can't even Google map the address, right? You can't even put it in Google Maps. You have to put the liquor store's address that's across the street from this place, right? This place is like a Latin supermarket, and there's nothing on the outside. You basically walk in, and there's a bunch of shelving with like
44 sodas.
yeah,
Yeah.
with like 8 2 liters on the shelf, right? And like Fago and like stuff that's in the cooler. But when you go all the way to the back, there's a small kitchen area. They just accept cash, and it's basically handwritten down on paper. $5. Best torta I ever had.
That shit was delicious. When he took us there for the first time, we literally put it on the corner. I was literally watching in real time the locked up video from Akon on the corner across the street. It was, when I say hood, this shit was hood as it was, it don't get me wrong.
Nah,
It was delicious. Like, this is a mom and pop, not even a mom and pop hole in the wall. This was like somebody's grandma's kitchen in the back, like wearing Jesus flip flops, cooking that shit. That shit was delicious.
That's exactly who was in the back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it wasn't even mom and pop. It was like somebody's house. Like, it was like we went to somebody's mom's crib and she like pulled it up and like handed it to you with her hand. Like, here, eat this. And it was delicious. Yeah. It was super good. Super good.
Yeah, for sure. I would take it over. What's that place? We have it here. Portello's.
Portello's?
Yeah,
Portello's is all right.
I would take it over that, and I would take it over the pizza at the Giordano's.
That shit sucks. Giordano's is ass.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not.
But for the record, shout out to Alan. Alan did say that pizza, the Chicago style, is not even Chicago. He's like, we don't eat that shit here.
It's like a whole meal.
We said we don't eat it here, so that's not even a Chicago style damn pizza. But that shit sucks. That thick pizza, disgusting. Not disgusting. No, you eat like 2 bites and you're sick of it. You don't want no more. You don't want no more. All right, so we're gonna do a this or that. You pick one. Okay. It's just gonna be rapid fire.
Okay.
All right. No explanation. Just pick one.
All right.
Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas.
Drums or flats?
Drums.
Pizza Hut or Hungry Howie's?
Hungry Howie's.
Time or money?
Time.
Mac or PC?
PC.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Orlando or Miami?
Orlando.
Orlando or Detroit?
I live here. Orlando.
Drake or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Pepperoni or cheese pizza?
Pepperoni.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Pub subs or Firehouse subs?
Pub subs.
KFC or Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Foot Locker or JD?
Foot Locker.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
All right, so we're going to rapid fire. 1-word answers. I'm going to say a word to you. You give me the first word that comes to your mind, but it cannot be the same word.
All right.
Florida.
Hot.
Detroit.
Cold.
Oh, exotics.
Upcoming.
YouTube.
Mr. Beast.
Money.
Power.
Fun.
Happiness.
Sneakers.
Happiness. Fun.
Gas station.
Gas.
Jordan.
Championships.
Miami.
Strip clubs.
Habibi.
Me.
Happy.
Me.
Success.
Us.
Boom. Next segment. Will these things still be relevant in the next 5 years? I just need yes or no answers.
Okay.
TikTok.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes.
Jelly Roll.
No.
Kanye.
Yes.
Travis.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
Retro Jordans.
Yes.
Asics.
Yes.
New Balance.
Yes.
Spider Brand.
No.
Hellstar.
No.
Eric Emanuel.
No.
Beyond Soul Podcast.
Yes.
KFYS Sneaker Convention.
Yes.
So I'm starting up a new segment on this channel. Now, the past is the past. It's gone. But social media still lives on. So I'm going to show you a picture and explain it to me. Explain this.
Yo. What the heck?
I had to go to the archives to find this. I had to go on Dalton's profile to find this. And I could not find this. I couldn't find anything. But I saw this and what the hell is this? Explain that to me. What the hell is that?
So I got that at Spencer's at Merritt Island Mall.
Okay.
Merritt Square Mall. I got that to wear to the premiere of, oh my God, of Hangover.
Oh, that was a premiere you went to, a movie? I thought you were like Halloween or something.
No, that was the premiere. That was the premiere of Hangover.
What mall was that?
What?
What mall did you go to?
Vieira.
That looks like downtown Orlando.
No, that's Vieira. Yeah, and you know how one of the characters had the baby strapped to his thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what that picture was. I think it was maybe Hangover 2, probably. Right? I think that's what it was.
Explain this.
That is on a boat in Key West. We went as a large group. We did it for Screech's birthday, and we all went up to. That was actually a really fun trip. I went to Key West with a bunch of friends. It was my first friend trip, and we ended up going on a cruise for like an hour, 2 hours or something, where they provided drinks and food and stuff like that. And basically went around the Gulf and then went back. Yeah.
So you would take a torta instead of reliving that memory? You would take a torta instead of going to Key West with your friends, probably getting shit-faced at the end of the day, which everybody does, and having a good time, and eating a torta.
Yeah, I would rather do that. I would rather do that because I've never drinking so early.
No, you can't take it back. The torta is what you're reliving now. You can't relive this no more.
I would still take the torta. Right? Like that was I remember pulling up when we pulled up to Key West. We got there at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and that was the earliest I've ever drank in my life. Like, bro, who drinks at 2:00 in the afternoon? Like that was
a lot
insane.
of people.
Well, yeah, I was a lot of people that day, for sure. So. Yeah, but shout out to all those people. It was a fun trip.
Well, you can relive the memory. However, you already know what's going to happen in that memory. But if you eat the torta, it's still going to be equally as delicious. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your goals from now?
In 5 years. In 5 years, I'll be like 45, right? I'm like 39. Yeah, so like 44. Hopefully in a little bit different position than I am right now. I see myself owning a house instead of renting. I could see that definitely in 5 years. I mean, less than 5 years, but we're talking 5 years. That I've been single, so hopefully I won't be single in 5 years. I'll find the right woman for me. You know what I mean? Whatever that is, somebody that has the same morals and not same, but similar morals as me. By 5 years, I'm confident that somebody will be around. But other than that, man, just living life. I'm hoping to have honestly, I'm hoping to have O Exotics take off and just have that set up and just not just this, but just multiple businesses set up, earning passive income for me. Because 50 said at one time, and I tend to watch everybody on social media, but he said you're not making money unless you're making money without working, and that's my goal. And I know that going to sound ridiculous to smaller-minded people, but it is what it is. You can make money without working. You put in the work, you get your businesses established, right? And then you develop a system, and you follow that system and implement it, and if you do it the right way, you're still going to have to work, but you don't have to physically be at work working, and your companies will make money while you're sleeping. That's the goal.
Final thing. What are some final words of encouragement to anybody watching right now? It could be encouragement about positive advice about literally anything. Well, when I say anything, it could be anything about anything. Some positive words about something.
For sure. I would say the best advice I can give is believe in yourself. It seems like something that's so simple, but it could be hard if you don't have
That's exactly what Ross said.
a large Did he?
Yeah. You watch the interview yet?
I did, but I don't remember that that's what he said. So I feel like, I mean, I don't want to change what I said.
That's kind of what Chris said too.
Really? It's, you know what? And we can probably all relate.
Yeah.
We can probably all relate. That's why we said that. But for me, it's like, people can say, oh, yeah, you know, people can fake confidence, man, and do whatever they want to do. But at the end of the day, like, you really have to believe in yourself. You have to be able to walk away from situations, people, places, jobs without knowing, like, I mean, don't just quit your job. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, sometimes you got to believe in yourself to just walk away from things and just run it and do what you got to do for you. And also, whatever you do, you need to do it with passion. You know, I've done many different things, from the gas station to the pizzeria, right, to the chips route. And to be honest with you, the most passionate thing I've ever been about, and I really didn't do it for the money, is O Exotics. I'm passionate. I know that, you know, it can help people. It makes it, you know, no one should be in jail for a plant, right? Yeah, I know it's federally illegal, right? My stuff is 100% legal. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about, you know, the words of encouragement and stuff. The point is, basically, just believe in yourself, even if people around you don't. And then don't forget who didn't believe in you when you were down, and make sure that you give them the same treatment that they gave you when you come up.
Thank you for pulling up.
For
I
sure.
appreciate it.
Appreciate
My
that.
brother,
Right.
like I said, this interview, I'm not going to lie, this interview was tough for me trying to get the questions, because the questions that I was going to ask, I'm like, bro, I already know all this shit. And I'm trying to be as real as possible. Like, I want to ask a question that I already knew. So I had to come up with, like, almost hypotheticals, or, you know what I mean? Like, I had to come up with some weird question. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. KFYS Martin in the building.
Appreciate y'all.
Make sure you guys go follow him on his IG. Shout out your O Exotics.
So, if you want to go ahead and follow O Exotics, it's on Instagram at _O Exotics. We tend to post the strains. We've been getting banned a little bit from Instagram, so it's limited to what we can post. But we post all our stuff there. If you're a wholesaler, or you want to become a wholesaler or a distributor for us, you can go to oexotics.com and fill out the wholesale inquiry form. Or you can go to our Instagram page, and under the link, it'll say, basically, it'll have a guide on how to set up your wholesale account with us. Other than that, you can email us at orlandoexotics@yahoo.com. And also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's KFYS Martin. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button on this video. We're dropping a video every single Tuesday of the week at 8 p.m. Once again, thank you for pulling up, brother.
Appreciate you.
We'll see you on the next video.
Peace.
Peace.